Morning. Can I have a day return to Stromness, please? Thank you very much. No. No, I don't. Thank you. A very good morning from Stromness on Orkney's mainland. I must admit I absolutely love this place, but no time for exploring today because we're off to the island that stands high above them all, quite literally. That island is called Hoy and it's over there. And over here we've got a statue of Dr. John Ray, an Orcadian, and in 1854 he discovered the Ray Strait, the last link in the first navigable northwest passage between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Aye, I remember watching a documentary on that, some story. Right, let's go and jump on our ferry. It's quite a short crossing, it's not going to take too long. What a beautiful morning the way. I've got a ticket on here somewhere. There we go. Aye. Morning. Is this for North Hoy, is it? Aye. Cheers. There we are, that's us on the ferry now. Let's have a wee look inside, because this is all we're going to see of inside. I'm going to be outside the whole time, you just know that, don't you? Where does that ladder go? Up the front there's a couple of wee toilets. A nice place to go if the weather's a bit wild, but for me today, I think we need to be outside, don't we?
Aye. Or even if they're no, they'll probably say, oh, just jump in a new one, I'll take it.
Fantastic, it's a different world up here. And the guys were telling me that outside here on the deck in summer, they have benches running the whole way because it gets very busy, this ferry. In fact, that's the benches right there. They just took them off yesterday because it is now the 3rd of October. Summer's just a distant memory, isn't it? Well, saying that, it's almost t-shirt weather today. Oh, I think we're starting. 5 to 10, we're about to go. And if you've got some luggage, it's going to be safe in there, isn't it? But me, I'm going to Hoy with nothing more than this bum bag. There we are underway. I was speaking to the guys who operate the ferry, funnily enough, who've seen some of my videos, and they were saying that it was actually lengthened a few years ago so that it could take more cargo. Now, you can see a crane up there, so sometimes they have cars on board, sometimes they have old wrecked cars that they're bringing back to the mainland. And they're also saying that it's not unusual to have livestock on board, and sometimes the sheep just running about the deck. I would love to see that. I was just recording the absolutely beautiful Stromness coastline there, but the guys were just telling me that on the port side, coming up, we've got the big Northlink ferry, so it'll be good to get a shot of that as well. There she is. How good was my timing today, eh? Okay, there's my wee return ticket, keep that safe, don't want to lose that one. And just behind me now we can see the very distinctive hills of Hoy. Hoy is, I think, the hilliest of the Orkney Islands, but just in front of it we've got Grahamsea, which is a low-lying island, and this ferry, they were saying, is the lifeline for Grahamsea. So they take over all their newspapers, milk, everything. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to stop at Grahamsea on the way or if we're going straight to Hoy. The ferry does eventually get there, but I'm not sure if it's on the way out or the way back. as we pass the Hoy Sound Lighthouse, which is on Grahamsea, it looks like we're bypassing that island and going straight to Hoy. But maybe we'll stop there on the way back, who knows? Hoy to the left of me, Grahamsea to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Hey, those are some big hills, aren't they? A bit out of reach on a day trip, I'm afraid. Alright guys, good to meet you. I'll see you at 4:30.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. Look how clear that water is. But I don't have time to be looking at the water. I've got to either find a minibus or ask someone for a lift. Moment of truth. Oh no, I was hanging about down there too long. All the cars that are going have gone. It looks like this is my form of transport, and that could be a problem. Aye, so even though it doesn't look like it, it is the 3rd of October, the summer season is well and truly over, and it looks like the minibus service is also over for the year. Which is understandable. There's only a couple of people doing what I'm trying to do today, and that's get to the other side of the island and see the old man of Hoy. That's what you come here for, isn't it? But I doubt now that we're going to get there, because the ferry leaves again in 6 hours, and it's at least 3 hours each way to walk this, so we could be snookered, folks. Oh, this is cool, isn't it? What a beautiful place. I think this is a wee cafe, but as with probably everything else on the island, however unlikely it is to see the old man today, I'm still going to give it my best shot. Now, to get there you need to start at a place called Rackwick. Go that way for 6 miles on the road, or we can go this way and it's only 4 miles. Decision made. This is quite a big hill, and I'm trying to go at a good pace, so sorry I'm a bit out of breath. Our next problem is when we get to Rackwick, I know it's only 4 miles away, but that's only the start. You've still got to walk along the coast for at least an hour to see the old man, so we really are up against it today. Over here to my left we've got what must be the island's church and possibly community centre, and behind me, even in a place this isolated, there's still the sound of a chainsaw. It always follows me. It's amazing what a wee bit of fresh air does for you. My initial disappointment at there being no minibus has turned into determination. Come on, we can do this. Even if we have to crawl over that wee hill with the sun beating down on us. There's only one thing I have to bear in mind and actually take quite seriously, and that is not missing the 4:30 ferry back, because the 4:30 ferry is the last ferry of the day. So I'll set myself a target and say I must be walking back by 1 PM. I've got a couple of people in front of me who were on my ferry, and it looks like they're doing the same thing as me. But of course I don't know their story. They could be staying here, they could be camping or something. But all I do know is that right now, I'm in last place. Come on, Steve, push it. Hiya. The 51-year-old veteran from Montrose has taken the lead. This is quite The sign back there just changed from miles to kilometres, and we've now got under 4k to Rackwick, but as you can see the terrain is not too forgiving, and I think that means my pace has got pretty slow now, but spirits are still high. That's the main thing. This is really rough now, it's like a riverbed, just big rocks, jaggy rocks at that. Do not do this in anything but hiking shoes or boots. Oh, this path. I'm feeling quite isolated now in the vast wilderness of this island, and there's still a long way to go. It's just gone 11:15. I'll keep walking until 12. If I'm not at Rackwick by then, there's no point, I can just turn back. Because of course I know my pace on the way back is going to be a lot slower, isn't it? But there's a wee boost because I can now see the sea. And I can now see Rackwick away off in the distance, but we did have a choice back there because this path, oh, gotta go this way, almost got lost there. Aye, this path is 4 miles, obviously not on the best terrain, or I could have taken the road which was 6 miles. Now on the road, of course, there's the chance that you could hitch a lift from a passing car, but that's not going to happen out here, so aye, that's the choice that you'll have to make if you're leaving yourself only 6 hours to do this round trip. Did I make the right choice? I don't know, let me know in the comments, or keep watching the video. Oh, look at my boots now. I just stood in some marsh, and there's nothing good about a marsh, believe me. I'm just having a wee protein bar just now, and it reminded me what someone told me in the comments not that long ago. Eat before you're hungry, drink before you're thirsty, and rest before you're tired. I think that's the best advice I've ever had. And if it was you that told me that, say hello again in the comments. Ah, we might be quite near Rackwick now, but this path is just getting worse. Oh no! That's the other foot soaked. That wee stream is beautiful though. Look how far I've come. And that's a stark reminder of what I've still got to do, so bear that in mind. Ah, and we've come to some tarmac, believe me. That's the best sight I've seen for a while. But we're still very much against the clock. It's 11:45 now. We're almost at this wee village, so I think we're on track, but we must turn back by 1 PM. Oh no, that sign's not good news. Old Man of Hoy, 3 1/4. That feels like an awfully long way, you know. Ah, we'll give it a shot, why not? It didn't give a unit of measurement though, so if it's 3 1/4 miles, no chance. If it's 3 1/4 kilometres, well, if things go wrong, we've got a phone box. A locked phone box with no phone. But would you look at that wee hostel? Have you ever seen a hostel that beautiful? Old Man of Hoy climbers, that's not me, are hereby warned that there is neither suitable rescue equipment nor experienced rock climbers in the vicinity. Climbers therefore proceed at their own risk. But if there's one thing you're never going to see me doing, that's climbing the Old Man of Hoy. Morning, guys. Old Man of Hoy, please allow 3 hours for the return journey. You know what, that could be the end of the line, folks. We don't have 3 hours, that's for sure. That's annoying. What do you think? Can I do it in 2? I'm a bit dejected now, to be honest. It looks like I'm going to show you the Old Man of Hoy via some stock footage. Well folks, I know when to call it a day, and this is that moment, I'm afraid. I mean, I could have continued on the path a wee bit further, but we're not going to see the old man even from a distance, so I'd just be more exhausted and even more gutted. So this is the end of the line, I'm afraid. Over here though, we can see some other rugged cliffs, and that's what the old man would have looked like once upon a time before he broke away from this island. So I guess we could call that the new Man of Hoy. And in the very far distance I can see Dunnet Head. That's the northernmost point of mainland Britain. Scotland beyond, and Thursow's just over there. But for now I think I'm just going to put in some stock footage, photos or video, if I can find any of the old man. That's as much as you're going to see of it today, and I'll start the long trudge back to the ferry. Let's go. My advice, if you even want to take advice from someone who's just failed, would be to do this over 2 days, you know, just camp halfway. Take your time, it'd be perfect, especially if you had weather like this. But in 6 hours on 1 day, it's just too much of a push. Unless you want to proper yomp it or run, you're just not going to make it. But let me just say, it was still very nice to be here. It's a lovely island. That old stonework's amazing, isn't it? You know what, with a little bit extra time I've got in my hands now, I might go back via the road. I mean, the path was okay, but it's the kind of walk you only want to do once. And it'll give me a chance to dry off these shoes as well. So in fact, this is decision time now. That's the path, but I'm going to go this way. You can certainly see where the extra 2 miles are, can't you? Instead of cutting up through the valley, we're going to have to go all the way around this hill. Would you believe it? Someone just stopped and offered me a lift. If only I'd seen them this morning at the ferry, eh? I tell you what, this may well be one of the main roads in Hoy, but it is ridiculously peaceful. Look at the place. Right, keep moving, there's a long way to go. Right, we've got a Historic Scotland sign here for the Dwarfie Stane, and I've got a feeling I'm about to get distracted. Do you think we should go? Vote now. I think that was a yes, wasn't it? Now, I've got no idea what the Dwarfie Stane is, but there's not much else on this island, so beggars can't be choosers. Now, was this detour worth it, or is it just a stone? Either way, I'd better hurry up because there's people coming. Is this it? I think so. The Dwarfie Stane. Oh, you can go inside. Oh no, it's hands and knees time, and you don't want to know the state of my knees. Sunglasses off for a start, Steve. What is this for? Is it for sheep? If it is, it's wasted on them. It'd be a perfect concert venue. The acoustics in here. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Dwarfie Stane. I'm going to say it. I could live here. I mean, come on, look at those views. In all honesty, if it was a bit stormy, this would be a lovely overnighter. The struggle is real. And there is some carving on the wall out here. I don't know how authentic this is. I think that's 1890 though. Alright then, back down the hill. Hi there.
Hello there.
I'll let you pass.
The dwarf at home.
It's some place.
Yeah, it's...
And even if you've got dodgy knees like me, try and crawl inside because it's the acoustics are pretty amazing in there.
Okay. we went in a cinema, a door about that high.
Oh, right.
Obviously we can still see many. Yeah, very, very muddy. But
aye, they're very small on this island, I tell you. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Alright, I'm back on the road and I can see round the corner and I think I can see Grahamsea, which means we're almost back at the ferry. Well, within an hour anyway. From up here on the hill we've got a great view of that Sheep's Bum. We've also got a great view of Grahamsea. And I was just reading on their website, let me just get my phone. The current population of Grahamsea is 22 permanent residents, including 2 youngsters aged 13 and 15 who travel daily by ferry to attend Stromness Academy. What a life, eh? And sorry about that, pal. You guys have got quite a good life here, haven't you? Be awfully careful crossing these busy roads. How's the postal service here? Last collection time, Monday to Friday, 7:30 AM, Saturday, 7:30 AM. That doesn't seem too bad, does it? And here we are, back at the tractor. And the sign where all those hours ago I still had my hopes and dreams intact. But it wasn't to be. But one thing I did learn is that going the road, I think that's just as quick as the path, even though it's 2 miles further. I still wouldn't have made it though. Aye, so there's a map of the island. So what I did today was went all the way to Rackwick and then I came back via the road. But that's the last little bit that I just didn't have time to do, I'm afraid. Let's see if we can go in here. So this is a telephone. Well, the phone's long gone, but this is a nice wee waiting room, isn't it? They've even got one of those fancy displays in the corner, look. Nothing on it though. And just to break my heart, look what we've got here. Well, if I'd missed that ferry, I know where I'd be staying. Oh, look at the old tractor. Alicia would like this. A mossy Ferguson. And now I've just got an hour here until the ferry. I've got no food, I've got no water. It's going to be a long wait. straight inside. Look what the crew just gave me. They knew how hungry I'd be, yeah? And away off in the distance, that's the North Link away back to the Scottish mainland. And they're about to get the view of the old man of Hoy that I never managed. Thanks again, mate. See you later. Cheers. Right, we're back in Stromness. I think there's a bus. Well, there was meant to be a bus at 5:02, but I didn't see it yet. We might still have a chance. I hope I haven't missed it. As much as I like Stromness, I want to get back to Kirkwall. I'm cold and I'm tired. X1 to St Margaret's Hope, due. Perfect. Hello again. Thanks, mate. And that's us back in Kirkwall. Tell you what, it might have been a fail today, but it doesn't make me any less tired. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.